another problematic housewife, y'all. We got to talk about Erika going off on Garcelle'S son. Oh, yes, the 14-year-old son. Okay, so we're going to talk about that and the cast's wildly odd, ironic, dramatic, effed up response to what happened. So before we get into this Ponderosa, if you haven't subscribed, do it, okay? Now with that out of the way, let's dive into what we got to talk about. Okay, so listen, I just got back from vacation, y'all. I was actually going to take the day off and, get myself together. But I said, oh, no. Okay, not today. Because we got to talk about this. We got to have a Ponderosa about this one, okay? Because I just saw it's actually about 2 clips that surfaced from this week's Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, okay? Y'all know I already stress watched this show anyway because I just know that somebody's going to trigger me in some way, shape, or form. And that's all right, though, because sometimes when you triggered, that means the show is good. You know what I'm saying? It means you felt something after the episode. But this is disturbing to me on a variety of levels. But we're going to keep it at the basic level, if you know what I mean. Okay? So in the scene that we get, the first one, we get a scene where it's obviously the end of Garcelle'S birthday party, and Garcelle'S older son Oliver is seen chatting with Dorit and with Erika. Now we recall last episode Erika was intoxicated, okay, tipsy, drunk, okay, acting a fool, but whatever. All right, whatever. We gonna let her have it because she going through and through, allegedly. But you can tell she's trying to, she's trying to kick it with Oliver, or so it seems, or at least trying to flirt with the boy, okay? Now, I don't know how old he is. I don't know how old she is. She's somewhere in her 40s range or whatever. But listen, I'm not gonna harp on that. That's whatever it is, because however you choose to get your freak on, get it on, as long as they're legal, okay? So Erika is like, Oliver's shutting me down or whatever, because he's just trying to make his inchworm his way out the scene, okay? Like, I'm not trying to get into it with you, lady. So anyway, as Dorit and Erika are chit-chatting, they're, ending the party and kind of collecting flowers and stuff like that and, preparing to take some of them home. When Garcelle'S younger son comes over to pick up the flowers off of the table, and Erika yells at him to get the F out of here.
What are you doing here?
Flowers.
Get the out of here. Don't out of here.
Oh my God.
So, mind you, the boy is 14 years old, okay? That's number 1. And that's your castmate's son, number 2. It ain't your child, okay? And I understand some people was in, comments saying, well, she was drunk and, she let her have fun. Look, no, you don't talk to nobody else's child that way, especially you ain't even cool with them like that. You know what I'm saying? You ain't a family friend. You don't talk to nobody's kids that way, period. Okay? Period. So, of course, the son is like, runs up and tells Garcelle, like, yo, like, she just violated me. She just told me to get the F out of here. So Garcelle is like, hold up now. And so she saunters her way back over there and she's like, Erika, you really hurt my son's feelings. And she's like, are you serious? Erika is literally like, are you serious? Are you serious? And Garcelle is like, yes. Like, why would you do that? Like, why would you say that to him? Like, that really hurt his feelings. And I'm thinking to myself, Garcelle, you are a good one, because I would not be sitting right here talking about you hurt my son's feelings. It's no, go get the F out of my party. Get out of here. I don't ever want to see your face again. If you ever speak to my son like that again, we turn it on 10, okay? We turn it on 10. And it's a wrap for you. Forever, okay? Because I don't know if y'all recall, not just a few seasons ago when Erika first came on the scene, poor little Eileen Davidson made a reference to something about Erika's child, okay? And Erika went slam off on her, cursed this lady out in a tearful rage.
Talk about my kid again.
But she didn't talk about your kid.
Shut the
and went off. But yet she's sitting there whispering to Dorit, she's pushing it. She's pushing it.
She was pushing it. She was pushing it.
Basically, I'm assuming she's trying to insinuate that Garcelle is pushing this thing for a storyline because she don't see how Garcelle is going off on her like that, and she's yelling for the boy. And then she starts yelling for the boy to come back and so she can apologize to her, like, come back over here, or whatever. And Garcelle is like, you know what, I'm done, I'm out. In Garcelle's confessional, she says that she's done with Erika. But I'm like, Garcelle, listen. And this ain't, I'm not even gonna make this a black or white thing right now. I'm gonna make this a mama bear type situation. Yo, that's your child. Somebody else ain't got no reason, especially at your birthday party, to be yelling at your child and telling them to get the F on anywhere, okay? Anybody. Period. So, in the scene, Dorit says nothing. It's Crystal that escorts, Garcelle's son off, and it's like, don't pay attention to those women, they're drunk or whatever. But in her confessional, Dorit says that she's disgusted. Okay? Like, utterly disgusted.
I feel sick to my stomach.
But in the scene, she says nothing. She just, tries to assuage Erika and says, oh, you're getting loud or whatever like that. And I'm like, no, this is your opportunity to tell this woman exactly what's going on. She already tried you last episode when she talked about your husband staring at her punani all night, okay? Now, let's take it to what's even more disappointing, okay, to me. Because the next thing you see, okay, the other clip that has surfaced is a clip where Kyle, Maurizio, PK, and Dorit are all sitting around recapping this particular moment where Erika told Garcelle's 14-year-old son to get the F out of here. And they are laughing about it.
I mean, it's not funny, but it is funny.
I think it's great that she did that.
Oh, yes. They are laughing about it. Well, she probably shouldn't have said that. But, it's so nice to see Erika feeling free and, so open. And the fact of the matter is, nobody is talking about how inappropriate this is. And so you have to ask yourself why. Because I can't imagine Erika yelling at anybody else's kids in that manner. I just can't do it. And so you just have to start asking yourself some questions. Because Kyle, I definitely know if somebody was yelling at Farrah or any of your other children like that, you would have gone slam off. Or maybe not, because I feel like y'all be scared of Erika for whatever reason, right? So I'm sitting here thinking to myself, now, Self, why is it that, especially the men, okay, especially the men, PK and Maurizio sitting there laughing about it like that. In my mind, I'm thinking to myself, y'all, this like, to me, I don't get it. I'm trying to understand it, because at the end of the day, I just feel like, as Queens of Bravo pointed out, Kyle tells Sutton in the last episode, you can't call Diana soulless. That's crossing the line. But then in this episode, you see Kyle talking about Erika. Did you hear Erika tell Garcelle's 14-year-old son to F off? I love this new side of her. It's crazy to me. It's crazy to me. This is so wild. And, I just don't get Kyle this season for me. I know that people have pointed out in the past that, she has felt a little bit, and I saw a little bit with her and Sutton last season. And Queens of Bravo made another good point. They said Kyle keeps saying she considers Sutton a good friend, but watching her have immature Diana's back, who was acting like a fool, was extremely disappointing. And I'm just like, wow. And I know that Kyle and Garcelle are supposed to be in a good place right now, but, the fact of the matter is, Kyle and Dorit and Mauricio and PK are sitting here laughing about Erika telling somebody's son to get the F out of here. Like it was like the kid is nothing. I don't like that. I really don't like that at all. And I'm just tired because, you know, there are certain elements of reality TV and situations that happen that are, you know, obviously entertaining and made for entertaining when the people are going off on each other about, you know, whatever the case may be. But when you start, you know, yelling at somebody else's child, like we enter in a whole different phase. And the fact of the matter is, no one is willing to call out this inappropriate behavior. Nobody is shocked. Dorit in one scene is saying she was disgusted, but in another scene, she's absolutely agreeing that this new side of Erika is so refreshing. No, it's unhinged. I mean, it's really unhinged. And the fact that they're making excuses for this woman's behavior is really insane to me, because these are adults with kids, okay? I don't even have a child, all right? But to see the fact that these adults are sitting here laughing about this, it's insane. It's absolutely insane. And I can't, you know, as much as I don't want to call it what I feel like it is, I'm just going to let it be. Because ultimately, ain't nothing going to be done about it. Okay? And it's really going to be up to Garcelle to put her foot down in this situation if she really wants that level of at least respect, because that's a respect thing. I'm not coming at your, I'm not saying nothing to your kids. Okay. Because that's off limits. And the fact that Erika, even in the scene, don't see that, the fact that Dorit ain't gonna say nothing in the scene, the fact that the 4 adults are laughing about this in the scene, I don't know about it. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section down below. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell button. Let me know in the chat how y'all feeling. Happy 4th of July, or whatever they call it. All right. Happy day off. And I'm going to catch y'all in the next video.